My name is Justin DiGiulio. I'm a New Yorker turned New Jerseyer. I've taken my skills that I have honed in New York City, I'm moving them out to New Jersey. This is now my second decade as a professional real estate agent. You're watching the DiGiulio, New Jersey Real Estate Perspective. Sharing my opinion, my professional perspective with you to help you make a more educated purchase or help you sell your home with the insight of a true professional. Thinking about selling? Remember, my perspective is free, and I would be happy to share that with you. Already have your home listed? Still want my opinion? The number is on the screen below. Now, let's start the show. Welcome to the New Jersey New Listing Review. My name is Justin DiGiulio out of my basement here in Bridgewater. We're talking about the 10 newest listings on the market in Somerset County. A couple of things for this week. I want to thank the 45 viewers who watched our first episode, the 35 viewers who watched the second episode, the 25 viewers who watched the last episode, this being the fourth episode. I want to thank all 15 of you if I'm lucky enough to have you here. I want to announce also to the 15 of you, this week we're doing a free giveaway. I'm going to offer my choice of a $2,500 gift card, a year's worth of landscaping, or a free in-home consultation to establish a sales price if you're listing your home. Again, that's my choice of the three mentioned prior. But if you enter and you have questions, you're interested, send me an email or shoot me a text or give me a call. My phone number will be on the screen along with my email. Lastly, if anybody has questions that they'd like to send, I'd love to introduce your question on air or bring you on air just for a couple minutes so I can finish my warm coffee while it's still warm. This being a real estate show that's pre-recorded, it means that I just do all the talking. I don't get a chance to breathe. I certainly don't get a chance to finish my coffee until it's cold and we've wrapped up. So that being said, let's start the search. I'll give you the parameters. We look at the 10 newest listings on the market in Somerset County. The listing price has to be $750,000 or above. What we're looking at is the general marketing. We're looking at the photographs. We're looking at the description. Really, when a property first hits the market, that's the most important time that the marketing needs to be on point. Otherwise, you lose a huge potential audience. Let me ask you a question. If you've ever looked for a property, when you get those emails in your inbox that say the newest listings, so-and-so to fit your criteria, they are the newest listings. So if they don't look very good, you don't usually see them again. There's no emails that come out from Redfin or Zillow or Trulia that tell you the listings that have been on the market for 40 days that nothing has happened to. So you lose that audience if your listing doesn't hit the mark right off the bat. So that being said, let me share my screen with you and we will move on to, let's see, desktop number 4 here. We'll move on to the Garden State MLS, $750,000 and above. Bring my cursor up here. We're looking at 510 South Maple Ave, $2,220,000, 2 days on the market. All right. Let's look at the first image here, because that's what this is. If this is your Tinder profile, this is your first picture. This is where people are swiping left or they're swiping right. Now, looking at this first picture, it looks maybe like a glassed in or screened in porch. Guessing that's glass, but again, this is just a little image. Semi-outdoor fireplace. This is intriguing, and it's very green. Now, the one thing that I hate about listings is the seasonal accuracy of the listing. All I see is green. I see green trees and a green lawn. So I'm curious how long this property has been on the market, or how long until it hit the market once the owner decided they wanted to sell. This is a good picture, but I'm always wary of putting an interior picture first, especially on a big house with nice landscaping and a nice lawn and some nice land in the $2 million mark. That would be what would set the homes aside, not an interior glassed off room. But either way, I'm intrigued. So your budget's $2 million. Let's open it up, and we'll go for speed today. I know typically this takes about an hour, so I'll try to cut it down. All right, you get your house that was built in 1873. So in the 4 episodes we've done so far, this is the oldest house we've seen, renovated in 2021, sits on 6.86 acres. And let's look at the photos. 510 South Maple. Okay, so your first picture is this interior glassed-in sunroom. The next picture is, it looks like the front of the house. That room occupies the front of the house by the looks of things. And I also see a house in the back. So I'm curious about maybe that's a pool house or a guest house. For $2 million, I would not be surprised. Here's a picture of an untrimmed yard. Looking at the house from a different angle, this is just a bad picture. And then some nicer landscaping, freshly mowed. But again, these are summertime pictures. When were these taken? And an aerial shot. You see this, what looks like a pool house, but I don't see a pool on the property, actually. $2 million, there's no pool. This is just an extra garage, maybe. It may be a guest house. Or you're gonna if you're spending $2 million on a house, you're probably not Airbnb-ing the house. All right, so now we got another shot of this interior sunroom. This is the selling point of the house, according to the real estate agent and maybe the owners. There's an outdoor kitchen here, semi-indoor outdoor kitchen because it's a sunroom. Here's the real kitchen. I like this kitchen, very stylish, very modern. And it was renovated in 2021. So I'll give it to the kitchen. Here's your either breakfast table or your dining table. You got the island in there. Okay, pantry, well-organized pantry. All right. You're not selling me on a $2 million mark. Just, the leading into the house, probably because of the exterior shots, the house just doesn't look that big. It looks very nicely renovated. I will say the renovations are in line what you'd expect to see at $2 million, but the home is a little small. So, we've looked at some nicer $2 million homes in the market. I'm waiting to see something with this home that would make me as a buyer say, this is the one I want among the pool of other $2 million houses. We're looking at the bedroom, lots of bedrooms, nice hardwood floors, really nice renovations. These aren't ultra modern in the sense that they'll go out of style anytime soon. They're nice. There's a little porch. I'm guessing this must be that guest house area with a pinball machine, arcade machine, in a living space. We're not looking at a $2 million kitchen out here, so maybe this is just a pool house. And then some exterior pictures, and then another little barn outside. That's looks like it's transformed into a seasonal gym because it does not look very well insulated, but there's lots of weights in there. Here's that guest house garage thing. It definitely looks like it is a garage, ping pong table. I'm not seeing the $2 million allure here. The land is nice. It is an old home. So, older houses were not as big, generally speaking, especially in the late 1800s. This is a huge piece of land. It looks like maybe there's some water that runs along the land. So that's nice. And then a lot of yard. So if you guys are interested in my opinion on your home and you want to enter the contest for the $2,500 Amex gift card, the free year of landscaping, or the in-home free consultation, my choice. Of course, you enter the contest. I get to choose. Winners are chosen at random. My choice of prize there. Enter, and I'd love to give you an opinion, and you have that chance to win the year of free landscaping. So if you got a big lawn like this, that'd be nice. Let's move out of this one. I'm not seeing the $2 million allure just because the size of the home. Looking at 31 Dayton Crest, $750,000. So this is where the price range starts. We don't usually, I don't think we've seen anything over the $3 million mark. So basically we're going from a $2 million home to the base level that we discuss on the show. Looking at the initial picture, looking at a vinyl sided house with some brick, $750,000. This looks like a nice home. Let's open it up and see what we're looking at here. We're looking at 0.3 acres, so rather small lot. Built in 1972, renovated 40 years later in 2010, but that was also 13 years ago, my friends. Look no further. Beautiful updated 4-bed, 2-bath, turnkey colonial with master suite, 2-car garage, partial finished basement. It sounds right on the money for a $750,000 home. Got the front lawn, front door. This is the entryway. So notice that the first picture is just a pure curb appeal. You know, that's the way we like to see homes presented, because you can compare one to the next. The last one was just a sunroom. I was not crazy about that being the primary picture, although arguably it was the selling point for that house. You get carpeted rooms in here. The house actually looks very solid. I see the baseboard heating. You can't be that super picky at that 750,000, just in terms of having state-of-the-art HVAC in the house. Dining room. Get a wide kitchen here. Now this is a kitchen that looks like it could really use an island, but there is no island. Wooden cabinets. Now you'll notice that the style of wood and the style of cabinets, even though the last kitchen we looked at had wooden cabinets, the color of the stain was more of an antique mahogany. This is a lighter color, and it you know, being 12, 13 years old in renovations, you know, it looks a bit dated, unfortunately. It's a nice kitchen, especially at $750,000. It's totally move-in ready. Here looks like a little dining table. I hate when people take pictures like this of the den or living space. I will note that the real estate agent has not labeled the pictures. They're just numbered, which, you know, when you're creating a story around a house, it is nice. You know, somebody may not like the styling of the room, or may want some versatility, and you can't do that by a number, but you know, the real estate agent's the one that's creating the potential in the rooms. Nice bathroom here, very nice. It's a nice house, 750,000. Obviously, going from 2.2 million to 750, you know, it's not going to be quite congruent. So, all right, lots of pictures of this bedroom. Let's move on. Another picture of a bathroom with a toilet just pushed into the corner there. Interesting shot. And I like the tiling, actually, that bathroom floor. Another bedroom with big furniture. A bathroom with a quite ornate vanity. All right, bedroom. Lots of pictures of these bedrooms, which honestly, we don't need. We're at 35 pictures. It's a lot of pictures. The reason I'm going through these pretty quick. Here's your partially finished basement. I can't tell. Is that an outdoor dining table that's sitting in the corner of the basement? Now, these have seasonally accurate photos, which I understand doesn't sell as well, especially in the fall and winter time and late winter time. Things look a bit dreary, but I always wonder, why are we showing pictures of the summertime if we're posting something February? You know, it doesn't make sense. These guys didn't take care of their leaves. That's all right. I didn't either. I got a driveway, which looks like we're showcasing the cracks in the driveway. Surely there must have been a better angle they could have taken this at. And the driveway's a little wet. Whatever. You can't always plan on the weather the day you want to take photos of the house. And then, is this the house? Yep. So this is the house right in the center here. A smaller lot, but hey, it means you can mow by hand. Again, these like the aerial photos. Come on. Nobody's being sold by aerial photos. Sure, you throw a drone up in the air, snap some shots. But remember, you're trying to sell the home. It didn't add to the home. Let's look at the next. 22 Charlotte Hill Road. This is 1,875,000. So we're really going high to low, high again. And 22 Charlotte Hill Road. Look at this first picture. Now, this is an exterior picture. Curb appeal. So curb appeal is what you see from the street, but it's also what we say in the business to mean that initial impression of the house, which is why I was not crazy about that first one with the interior picture. This house looks like it has nice curb appeal, nice entryway. I like the brick pillars in the entryway. Let's open it up and check it out. 1.73 acres, so literally less than a third the size of the $2,200,000 home. This was built, though, in 1997, so it's a much newer home than the other one, and it's $400,000 cheaper. Let's see. Welcome home to the stunning Georgian colonial estate with prime cul-de-sac of Bernardsville. What is the prime cul-de-sac in Bernardsville? I don't know. All right, so this one has the first picture says, welcome to 22 Charlotte Hill Drive. So the marketing here, instantly cleaner. I like this so far out of the marketing of the The three, the best. Next picture, a little closer up. We're creeping our way in. All good shots of the home. Again, these photos were taken during the summertime. It says drive up past curbside entrance, lighted pillars to the stunning home. They're luring you in here. I like this. Here's the entryway, very classy entryway. And depending on your land needs, I like a lot of land, but this one's $400,000 cheaper than the last one. Here's the patio in the back. The view is spectacular from any location on this 1.78 acre property. Let's move. Okay, it looks like it's got some nice. This one doesn't have the guest house. I also don't see a pool here though. Nice landscaping, very tight, very clean. But again, these pictures were taken during the summertime. So what happened between then and now? Why it's just hitting the market now? Here's your 3-car garage, lots of space to turn around. This is a nice house. Anybody, in that $1.5 million to $2 million budget, maybe not 1.75 budget is going to want to look at this place. Nothing looks too dated here. It looks very clean cut. I like the parent molding. Let's move on. How many pictures are we talking about? Here's is this a library or an office? I like that with the fireplace there. Mahogany walls. Butler's pantry, little bar area, archway with some pillars. This is a nice house. I think anybody in the budget should see it. The marketing here is right on point. I will say, very well done. The photographer that was hired to do this, if they weren't directed by the real estate agent, did a great job. And if the real estate agent directed them, kudos to that real estate agent. Here you get your kitchen, double ovens. Let's see, I like the corner. I like the range top on the corner there, your stove top on the corner. Doesn't look like a range because the ovens are separate. Very nice kitchen. Little island there. Here's that sunroom. Now, this house also has a sunroom with nice windows, but it was not the primary picture of the house because the house offers so much more, and they led with selling that. All right, let's move on. Lots of bedroom pictures. There's going to be a lot of pictures here, like the built-ins. There's a deck in the back of the house. Little what is it? A little pathway. I can't tell what's at the end of the pathway. It looks like just a bench, but that's cute. Big bathtub. They're doing a really good job showcase. So basically, they start with the biggest selling points and they work their way down. I don't think we need to. We got a pool table in the basement, and we're getting off the mark in terms of what somebody's really going to be looking for. But it's coming together very nicely. There's a gym in the house. Again, a gym in the house or a wine room, not going to be the number one thing that you look for when you're buying a $2 million house. And that's why they didn't lead with it. Just like the sunroom isn't the number one thing you're going to look at. Very well done. 22 Charlotte Hill Drive. If you own the house, or you know the current owners, say kudos to them. They got a good real estate agent there. 34 Oak Tavern Circle, $985,000. Let's look at this primary picture, and that's the entryway, the foyer, if you will, to the home. Again, you lost me at losing the curb appeal. Let's look at the house, see what the house has to offer. Again, I will say the entryway to this house at $985,000, much nicer than the $750,000 house. A big step up, but again, I'm not crazy with leading with this first picture. People want to get an idea of more so what the full package is, and that can be tough to do. So my guess is maybe the house is lacking somewhere else. I'll tell you right off the bat, house is built in 1997. It's a newer home. The other one was a newer home. Acres, 0.61. So it's a smaller piece of land. A spectacular resort style oasis, utterly captivating. Now, let's see if this is, God, talk about hyperbole, utterly captivating. I'm not utterly captivated by this entranceway. It is a very nice entranceway. I want to see the exterior of the house, really. And it looks like we got to tab through a dozen pictures before we even step outside. So here's the entryway. Here's a sitting room, formal living room, they're calling it. Formal living room, vaulted ceilings, dining room. So we went from entryway, living room, dining room. Again, what else is lacking here? Why didn't they lead with the more important things like the external of the house or even the kitchen? And I see why they didn't lead with the kitchen. Nice kitchen. Actually for $985,000, great kitchen. And let's see what else we got here. Lots of pictures of the kitchen. Let's bring us outside. All right, outside, you've got this nice patio, this nice porch in the back of the house. Very nice. Now we're back in the house. Okay, another living room. It's a family room. Family room. Custom built office setting. Who talks like that? No, it's a custom office. All right. Custom built office setting. Interesting. Would you call it a dining room setting? No, you just call it dining room. Here's a different angle of the entryway. And then we go upstairs. The owner's in suite bathroom. The perspective here is just all the owners in suite bathroom. Yeah, no shit. It's going to be the new owners. Excuse my language. Sorry. It's just an in suite bathroom. That's all. Or master bath, as I would probably call it. Let's move on. Let's move on. Renovated main bath. This does not. The house was built in '97. What updates were done in the last 25 years? All right, nicely finished basement. It says walkout lower level. That looks nice. It's got a nice bar. It's a really nice basement. This house stands up to that $1.8 million home, actually, just in terms of hitting the points, right? It's got the nice basement. This one has the pool. This one has a nice backyard. This is a really nice house. Why are they not? Holy, this is a great place. And then they're showing you the pool in the summertime because the photos are actually seasonally appropriate. You can see it's definitely winter time in the majority of these photos. Why are we not leading with these pictures? We have not actually seen the house from the front of the house yet. That's where I'm concerned. Now we got a nice picture of the back of the house again. It's just got a fugly face, this house? Come on, let's move on. All right, now we're looking at an outdoor pavilion area with a wood burning fireplace. Very nice, very nice. Back of the house again. We haven't. Does the house have a driveway? Finally, the brick front colonial east facing face of the house. This house at $985,000 looks like a steal. I don't know why they did not lead with this picture, or if you look at the next picture, it's kind of one of those dusk pictures where the house is all lit up. This picture at a different angle would have made the house look even bigger. It's a really nice house. It's a really nice house. Very poorly marketed. You get this picture of the lit up pool. They could have left out. A lot of these pictures could have been left out, but just the order of those pictures. And yes, if you do remember my comment about the coffee is growing cold here, but we'll deal with that later. Let's look at option number 5, $1,850,000 for Meeker Road. So look at this first picture. Whenever you are ready, computer. Wow. Now, this is the face of the house. It's got a paver stone driveway. Really nice, blue skies. It looks like these might be summertime photos, but I do see a little brown in there. So let's pop it open. 1,850,000. Now remember, this is going to be competing with the other one we saw at 1,875,000, I think was the price. This is 2.51. That was 278 acres. This house was built in 2002, and they're saying it was renovated in 2020. So I'm very curious what these new renovations during the coronavirus lockdown period are going to look like. Remember, finding people to do renovations was tough. Things took long, supply chain issues. Let's open it up. This magazine-worthy custom colonial home is impeccably maintained with all of the features one would expect from a home of this caliber. Let's see. Again, this is your curb appeal. This is a sexy house. I like the paver stone driveway. Very well done. Now we got the next picture, shows the house at nighttime, very well lit. The landscaping is on point. There's some clouds in the sky, which make this literally, which are like orange. Picture perfect. Well done for twilight front picture. Here's a picture from the house looking outwards of the driveway. Here's the entryway. Another picture of the entry with oddly the door wide open. Okay. Here's your picture of the kitchen. I will say these are modern renovations. House looks nice. Kitchen looks a little tight, but it could just be the camera. It's a nice kitchen. I dig it. I like that. The light fixtures are a bit heavy for me, but I like it overall. And again, what do we do? We went from the exterior of the house to the entryway of the house, now to the kitchen. Okay. We didn't show you a picture of the entryway and then the basement and then a master bathroom. We're going for what people look for first, the exterior of the house, that curb appeal, right? That's the sex factor of the house. And then we want to see what you're made of. But we want to start with the important things, the material things, the kitchen, and what first impressions are going to be of the house, the foyer, the entryway. Let's move on. Lots of pictures of the kitchen, breakfast table. I think I saw a second dining area as well. Here's your family room. Another picture of the family room. Very high ceilings here, well demonstrated. And here's your formal dining room. Very nice. Looks like there's an office. This one isn't as officey and stuffy and cigar room mahogany as the other ones, but it looks like it's just a little TV room. Sunroom with a piano. Powder room, so your half bath, I'm guessing, on the first floor. Second floor landing, we're now upstairs. It's your master bath. I guess we don't use master bath anymore, which, come on, whatever. Maybe it's offensive, I'm sorry. Just in the habit of using it. Lots of bedrooms. We're tapping through pretty quickly. Well done with the marketing here. Really solid home. If you know the owners of this home, tell them they or somebody who's looking for a home like this, say this is some place you should check out. Good real estate agent, good photographer. So far, this isn't. There's nothing in your face $2 million, price tag that's standing out saying you're paying for me, but we're lacking somewhere else, right? This is an all around $1,850,000 house. It's on 2.51 acres. This competes with the other place we looked at the $1.5 million, except I like the marketing here. It's well done. I'm going to go back and just look at that primary picture of the other one just to see which one I would click on first. And here's the aerial photo, spot on with the house. Another aerial photo, slightly different view of the house. You see the backyard a little bit, and then another aerial photo. I didn't think we needed all three, but just shows the house at a different angle. And then another front photo that was also taken with a drone. I don't think we needed these. The thing is, when you're getting somebody with a drone, they want to take their pictures and just give you a lot of pictures. So it doesn't cost them any more to give you 16 pictures versus 6. So they're going to take a bunch. And a lot of real estate agents will just use all the photos anyways. Let's close out of here. This was 4 Meeker Road. And then I want to look back at 22 Charlotte Hill. So here's the primary image for 4 Meeker. Let's go back to 22 Charlotte Road. And this one had this was the one that I liked, actually. The from the curb picture. The house is recessed, long driveway, also paper stones. Then let's look at that $2 million house at 5 South Maple. This is $2 million. This is $400,000 more than the rest, and it's just this picture of the little sunroom. So it does, $400,000 more, and the first picture doesn't show you as much depth of the house. All right, now we're at 9 Laurel Lane, $1,155,000. I think we've seen something else on Laurel Lane, actually. And here is a picture of the house. This is your curb appeal, your full house picture. So this is a summertime picture. Obviously, the trees are green, but you see how full that one tree is in front of the house. I feel like maybe a different angle might have worked a little bit better. But again, this also looks like it was a drone picture taken from an aerial. Let's open it up and check it out here. We are looking at 0.91 acres, 1,155,000, 9 Laurel Lane, built in 1993, renovated 2022. No detail left unturned for this pristine 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath colonial, situated on 0.9 in a quiet cul-de-sac, offers both privacy and the ability to walk into downtown Bernardsville. Okay. So this must be up in the hill somewhere. And again, here's your first picture. It says welcome home, exclamation point. Here's your next picture. Again, that tree is still getting in the way of that part of the house on the right there. So I don't know. I feel like the house would look bigger if that tree wasn't in the way. So I don't know. They couldn't. We're not going to trim the tree just to take the pictures. Here's your entryway. Here's a living room. Here's a dining room. Now this is $700,000 cheaper than the other one, so it's not going to be quite as ornate. Now we're not yet in the kitchen, but I will say so far that you've shown us the dining room. You've shown us another picture of the dining room with a picture window facing to the front of the house. Mahogany wood floors that were installed in 2022, custom built cabinetry, molding trim, 77-inch television. There's the TV coming with the house. State-of-the-art audio visual, which was installed in 2022. It's probably built in, so it probably is coming with the house. And what they say is anything that's affixed to the home is part of the real property. So if you pick up the home and you shake it and it falls off, it's not going to be sold with the home. So it really is built in, and there's a good chance it's going with the house. Interesting. You see this a lot in the $1.5 million to $2 million homes. This separate living room that's walled off or sunken. Sunken is nice. The walled off, it just seems really to impede your ability to walk into that living room from any angle. I'm not crazy about the walls here. Again, we're not critiquing the house. We're critiquing the pricing. We're critiquing the marketing. Here's a picture of a family room with fireplace. Okay, now we haven't gotten to the kitchen yet. Here's our first semi-kitchen. This is the wet bar. It looks like maybe it's off of the living room. And you see a little breakfast table behind it, which was not from the formal dining room we already looked at. Let's hope the next pictures bring this right into the kitchen. Here we are. Now the kitchen does not look like it was renovated in 2022. So they put the money towards a lot of other things. You have the base, like the square tiles, the stainless steel venting over the stovetop. So the kitchen's lacking in terms of those renovations, but the rest of the house looks nice and tight. I will note here your first floor home office. The flooring in this home office doesn't match the mahogany floors that we looked at in the other image. So I'm wondering where that gets cut off. Now looks like we go upstairs, primary bedroom with in-suite bathroom. Here's your nice bath. Now again, the ordering of the pictures I think could have been a little more tight. Usually you see all the bedroom photos grouped together. Here's a bathroom which must be shared between two of the bedrooms. I think this one said 3.5 baths. Here's your nice basement. All these basements have very nice pool tables, the finished basements at least. I notice everybody's got a pool table. I plan to install a pool table here in my basement soon, once I move the gym to the outside of the house. And got a little lower level movie room as well. These guys definitely like their audio visual here. And another picture of the basement. I'm going to try to take a swig of this coffee. This one's got a gym in the basement also. So my mouth is getting dry. I don't know if the coffee will help. You got your exterior back porch. The oasis awaits you. I'm not feeling very oasis-like here, but I will say, being early February, I'll give you the green trees do give a bit of an oasis vibe. Backyard. Now I see a hot tub, and more this picture makes that porch look very small, unfortunately, and I don't think it needs to look small. More pictures of the backyard. I think they should have taken some shots outward in that porch. Some more shots outward. Aerial shot. Lots of trees around this house. And here is a shot that is seasonally appropriate of the front of the house with those leaves off the trees. Again, I wouldn't have gone at this straight on angle. I don't know, maybe it would have been the best shot. I would have tried to get some different angles of the house, maybe even starting with we never got to see the garage or the driveway, because now we're back to the first photo. I might have taken a photo to encompass the garage and then the depth of the face of the house on the right side of the frame, but whatever. I'm not the photographer here. I think the photographer could have done a little bit better job, and then the agent in arranging the photos could have done a little bit better job. That's fine. Let's move on to the next. That was Laurel Lane. Let's look at 5 Jenna Drive, 889,000, Bridgewater. Looks like it's going to be a smaller piece of land. You get this is your pure curb appeal. Now 889,000, and that we saw that other one for 750,000. Okay, so and we saw another one for 9. The one for 985 was nice. It's just that first picture, the entryway. Come on, 889,000. We're looking at the picture. We want to look at the listing. Sorry, guys. Hang tight. All right, here's your report. This is 0.14 acres, so very small piece of land here. And this is almost $900,000, 889,000. Built in 1998, renovated 2022. 5 Jenna Drive, an absolutely breathtaking 2,775 square foot, 4 bed, 2.5 bath colonial with a stunning finished basement in the desirable Glen Eyre neighborhood of Bridgewater. All right, I guess we'll be looking at the renovations here. Here's your a lot of shadows in this picture, a little strange. Maybe the time of day, must have been later in the day. We got some shadows coming in from the trees. I don't even see any trees in the picture. Weird. I guess maybe you can't plan around those things. Here's another, and I like this picture of the house a little better. Just makes it look more massive. I would have led with this picture. And then just some weird picture from the top of the house. This does not need to be here, my friends. It just shows you that you're on top of your neighbors. When the house is small, you don't want to emphasize that. When the land is small, you don't want to emphasize that. If this is your dating profile picture and you're a little out of shape or you're very out of shape, you don't want 2/3 of the frame of that photo to be your gut. Okay. Take it from somebody who's seemingly never in phenomenal shape. There's always the angles that make you look a little better than others. If you're constructing the best image of yourself, you're going to leave those bad angles out. All right. Here's the kitchen. We're looking at an $889,000 kitchen. Renovations are nice. The weird blue purple light could have been left out. I know I have a blue purple light here, but it's not the kitchen. It's the basement, and this isn't even the real basement. This is just my little desk setup. I'm not. I'm not advertising my kitchen like it's a club with the blue lights. It just could have been left off. Whatever. It's a nice kitchen. It looks like oh no, it's not I thought the pantry was the refrigerator. It's not. It's a bad angle where it just looks long and narrow here. It's just the lens. But we get one, two. There's 5 or 6 pictures of the kitchen. So let's move on. All right, you get your quartz countertops, your little breakfast table. Another shot of the breakfast table open to the living room. Looks like maybe there's some sliding doors. Maybe you got a big leather sofa in your family room, big leather sofa, family room, big leather sofa, family room. This looks like the entryway to the house. All right. Another picture. Oh, this is the more formal living room off the side of the entryway. Here's your formal dining room, which is opposite that formal living room. Here's your half bath on the first floor. You got a laundry room. And another picture of the entryway. Okay. And then here's a picture of the master bed. This one they're calling the master bed. You can tell it's the master bed by the ornate details in the bed. Okay. Let's see. Is there a connected bathroom here? It looks like there may be. Here's your master bath. All right. Very nice. And then here's a guest bed that's empty. I can't tell. It's the same guest bed. The thing is, they just lots of pictures from different angles and different rooms. A little confusing. Here's your guest bed. Some of these have furniture in them. Some of them don't. Here's your master bath. Wait, this is another picture of the master bath. This is not the master bath. It's mislabeled. We already saw the master bath, and that had the corner bathtub. And you can see the master bedroom out of the doorway. So this is not a master bath, I don't think. Maybe it's a Mr. Bath. Welcome to Mr. Bath. Check out our sales. Now here we have a basement with tiled floors and a ping pong table, no pool table. We've got a nice bar in the basement. I'll give you that. It says wet bar. I see the sink in the back. Nice. Little gym area. And the tile floor makes me think it's very cold. There's a couple of tribal masks on the wall in the basement office. And the only thing about a basement office, it looks like this one does not get any light. So working down here, you're going to have like seasonal depressive disorder. Backyard space. This is a good. Now, we already saw the house from the aerial view, so we know the backyard is small. We also know it's a smaller piece of land, but this is a good image of the backyard. I would have left out the aerial photo altogether. You just because you have a photo doesn't mean you need to include it. It's another picture. It looks very clean back here. It looks very nice and new. I'm not crazy about this one because it shows the houses next, like on top of each other, like some row of townhouses here. Uh, Even this one's a better picture. And I can see the tree that's casting such a big, broad shadow on the house. And that's only because they're taking the photos later in the day, I'm guessing. This is just labeled drone, and we're back to the beginning. You can't label the photo drone. If you're labeling the photo drone, you might as well just label every other photo camera. It doesn't make any sense. So that was 5 Jenna Lane. Here's another one, 889,000. We've seen a few in this price range, 750, 985, 889, and now 5 Smith Court, 889, 900. So $900 more than 5 Jenna Court. 5 Smith Court, 5 Smith Court, from the face of it, looks much nicer than Jenna Drive. Looks like a bigger house. Wow. Much bigger house, much nicer landscaping here. $900 buys you. Well, if you're hiring a landscaper to plant some trees, it might buy you 2 trees unplanted. But but the house looks much bigger. So let's look at 5 Smith Court. Opening it up, 0.48, so about half acre. Built in 1999, renovated 2020. 5 Smith Court. Hurry to see this remarkable home nested on a prime cul-de-sac in desirable country classics. Okay. Discover a spectacular modernized kitchen. We're going to open the pictures in a second. And here we go. The exterior front. Again, notice one of the listings we looked at described your experience as you walk up to the house in the series of photos as your introduction. It didn't say house front, exterior front. It said, walk up to this house, you'll notice the nice landscaping and the lighting, something along those lines. I tell my agents this all the time. You can't walk an adult into a home and literally look at 40, 50-year-old adult, 30-year-old adult in the eyes and say, here is the kitchen, here is the bathroom. You can tell this one's the bathroom because of the toilet. No, you're not, duh. We know this is the exterior front of the house. Be descriptive, draw me in, tell me a story, make me feel. You want to make the viewer emote. So here we go. Here's a summer view. Okay, winter view, summer view. All right, I'll buy that. Now, if they said winter view in the first one, maybe. It looks like nice landscape, and then just an exterior shot that shows you're on top of your neighbors and their houses are identical to yours. Leave this one out. All right, now here's a great picture of the backyard that makes the house look massive and the land look massive, which we did not need in the other one. Now, here's your summer view of the pool and your winter view of the pool. Another summer view of the pool. Here's your 2-story family room. So we just dove right into that house. No entryway, no kitchen, right into your family room, alternate view of the family room. And here's your kitchen. Now, I'm not crazy about this metal restaurant style island. If I was taking the pictures, I probably would have removed that entirely. That's me. Now, the label here says sensational kitchen. I'm not feeling sensationalized by this kitchen. Very nice kitchen, 890,000, right on the money. I just would have pulled this restaurant style island out of there. It's really strange. I can't get my eyes off that freaking island. Yikes. I mean, I worked in a pizzeria when I was in high school, and I remember having stainless steel shelving and things like that. And we used to have to scrub with the wire mesh. We used to have to scrub these things because the oil and the flour in the air would just go everywhere. So this just doesn't make me think like residential warmth of a baking apple pie, baking Thanksgiving dinner kitchen, which is what you want to emote when you show a kitchen. This one's just labeled quartz countertop. You see no countertop in the image. You just see this stupid island. Here's your little breakfast bar, and you can see the outdoor patio. Pictures should have been taken on a sunnier day, in my opinion. Whatever. That's the nice thing about a real estate agent who can take their own photos, and you're not having to schedule around you're not scheduling around weather. You're just scheduling that person to come in. Here's your formal dining room with an electronic keyboard. Here's your formal living room. I probably wouldn't have labeled this the formal living room when it's got a pool table in the middle of the room. First floor study. Okay. I mean, it could be their formal living room, but not everybody's going to see that as a formal living room with a pool table. Here's your finished basement, laundry room, which their washer and dryer included, exclamation point. Man, I had high hopes for this house just based off the initial image. Let's go upstairs. The caption says primary suite with a French door. Okay, for a second, I didn't think there was a doorway going into that bedroom. Let's tab through. We got a sitting room with a treadmill and a desk in there. It looks like you're doing anything but sitting on that treadmill. If you're sitting, you're working. That's the office. Interesting closet here. Yikes. Master bath, another bedroom. Let's get through these quick. I would have taken a wholly different approach. I probably would have left that pool table shot. I wouldn't have shown that it is literally your formal living room, because it just takes away from the warmth of the house. I wouldn't have included that. Here's your clean 2-car garage, which has giant garage doors by the look of things. And it also has a gym area. Here's your paver walkway to the front of the house. The house looks nice. Don't get me wrong. Really nice looking house. The issue is some of these photographs make it look not great. Where's that second giant garage doors? They look the same size from the outside. In ground, there's a lot. All right, now they're showing me all these summer views. Let's your favorite spot. This does not look like a favorite spot. It just looks like your view is siding. Man, they had me. They just gave away too much here. They gave away too much. I think this is the last picture. Again, you don't want to give away too much. You want to build intrigue. And I was very intrigued when I saw this house. I thought this was a major winner over the last, but it actually looks like this house doesn't stack up to the last one. Just all things considered. I don't need to consider all things looking at the listing. I want to get somebody in the door and then have them feel the house, right? I want them to see that formal living room and see how nice they could put some really classy furniture in there and not a pool table, right? Because the pool table in your formal living room, not super classy, unless you're a bachelor. All right, number 9, 1,350,000, 620 Stengel Road. It's a strange name, Stengel Road. I'm familiar with that one. This one looks like it's in construction or it's under renovation. Let's check it out. You see the first picture is just the house wrapped up here. All right, 1.9 acres, 1,350,000, 620 Stengel Road is being built 2022. Let's look at the pictures here. I don't usually like looking at homes that aren't finished, but let's look. There's just a couple of pictures. I mean, good for them to be marketing it right off the bat, but if you're at 1.3 million, there's probably other finished options you may want to look at. Usually I think I'd want to be selling these houses off plan rather than 76% complete in construction, because it just looks like crap. You're not looking at much here. And again, there's better options with nice backyards, with patios in the back that aren't just covered in mud. Unfortunately, okay, I would have led with this picture maybe, rather than leading with this picture. Look, look, even the finished product has I think that's a 3D rendering of a car, of a Audi SUV, whereas this one has literally a giant garbage can in the driveway. All right, sorry, 620 Stengel Road. That's bad marketing, pal. All right, another one, 859. We got a lot of houses in this sub-million range this week. One, two, three, four, five, well, five of them. 26 Margaret Drive. This is going to be the last house we look at today. Then I'll re-announce the contest we're holding for next week to all 15 of you who are watching me. Hopefully we get a little more. But if you know somebody else who's looking to buy, make sure you put them in touch with me. But more importantly, somebody who's looking to sell who needs good instruction on getting their house on the market the right way right off the bat. All right, 26 Margaret. We got an exterior shot of the house, far off. Looks like no leaves in the trees, so seasonally appropriate. The lawn is still greenish. That's good. It looks like a big house. And again, this is $859,000. Let's pop it open. 0.46 acres. Built in the year 2000. 26 Margaret Drive, $859,000. Welcome to 26 Margaret Drive. This fabulous brick front home has been impeccably well maintained with so many updates. How many updates you need in 20 years? You are greeted with a W/A, two-story entryway. Is that with a? It should be capital W. So that's strange. All right, let's look at the house. Here's your pictures. Picture number one. Nice looking house. We looked at a similar style house to this earlier. That was on a very small piece of land. I like the poured concrete driveway. That stupid aerial photo. God, this is a roof inspection. Come on, view of the home. I don't need these pictures. They're not helping me. They're not helping me. Look at somebody who lost their hair. I could tell you, if it was my profile picture, I wouldn't want an aerial picture of myself during that transition period of my life. All right, it was quick actually when I started losing my hair. I said, look, I don't want to look like I'm hanging on to it. I'm just going to buzz it all off. I don't want somebody taking a picture of my scalp with the reflection on it through my remaining thinning hairs. All right, here's your entryway. Again, from the outside of the house, all angles, unfortunately, to the entryway. Okay, I guess now ideally we go to the entryway, maybe to a formal living room and then the kitchen, but let's see where we go here. Another picture of the entryway, big double door entryway. Let's see, do we see that in the exterior of the house? You can't really see that. There's no picture of the upfront entryway of the house from the outside, which unfortunately with the double doors, they probably should have had. Here's your formal living room. Here's your living room. Here's your formal dining room and dining room again. Dining room again. Bring us into the kitchen. Now here, same price effectively. So $20,000-$30,000 difference in the last place. Here's your nice island. Now it is quartz, but whatever. A lot of quartz counters out there. Very busy with the backsplash tiling, but it is what it is. And wide striped drapes there. Not crazy about that, but again, that can be changed very easily. And then your dining table. I'm thinking this is a breakfast table because we have a formal dining room. And then here's your living room space with the wall, which I already said I hate. These guys got some bold taste in blue furniture. But I do like I like the tonality of the paint, the grays. That looks nice. It's just the furniture here, actually, I think is hurting the house, but nothing you can do about that. Here's your half bath downstairs. Looks like an office or den. I can't tell if this is on the first or second floor. I don't know if we've transcended the stairway here. Here's the entryway again. Second floor looking down. It's actually first time I noticed this really nice chandelier. It didn't stand out in the other pictures. I don't think it was in the other pictures. I think it was too high. That's a shame because this is a nice chandelier. It looks very, very classy. Here's your primary bedroom. Primary bath. Very nice bath with the his and hers vanities, or the his and hers and hers, or the them and them. Regardless, I'm trying to choose my language here, but it's I really like the double sinks. Just call it a double sink. And then the stand-up shower that seems separate. Here's your second bedroom. The main bath for that second floor. third bedroom, fourth bedroom. I like at least the bedrooms are labeled because when there's 4, 5, 6 different bedrooms, I get lost. So it's nice that you're just labeling them differently. There's a lousy picture. Like, this doesn't do any good for the living room. Leave this crap out of here. All right, they're high ceilings, but taking a picture from the ceiling doesn't help. Nobody's sharing that perspective. Here's your finished basement. Very nice. It says full bathroom in the basement. Okay, I do see a shower. Nice. And then you've got a basement wet bar area. Looks like a tiny gym area. It's a nice bar. I like the Superman poster on the wall. You got a full-size refrigerator here in the bar. And another picture of the basement on a movie area. Very comfortable looking, minus the fact that there's no carpeting at all down here, so it's got to be cold, especially in the wintertime. Picture of the backyard. The backyard looks beautiful. We did not need that aerial photo. This looks great. This looks great. The backyard. Another great backyard picture where you're not seeing, even though you know there's a fence, that's the fence is there. That's obviously the property line. We're not looking at the other person's house. We didn't need those other silly pictures. This looks like a big porch in the back. And then again, this aerial photo, this is not a selling point. Leave this stuff out. This can be in the property report. It does not need to be in the ad for the listing that's designed to get people to come see the house. Like, this one's got an arrow on top of the house. What are you showing us? All the houses look alike, so you have to tell us which one it is. We didn't need this picture. All right. That concludes. Let's see if we can drop this shared screen here. Stop the share. All right. I'm going to bring you guys up here in my line of sight. That concludes this episode, episode 4 of the New Jersey new listing review. I want to remind you guys, this week we're doing a contest. My choice of a $2,500 Amex gift card, a year of free landscaping, or a free in-home consultation to sell your home. Winners will be chosen at random. It's my choice as to the prize. If you're interested in listing your home, to enter, you just give me a call or send me a text message, 917-545-7515. It'll be on the screen in just a second as we exit the show. I want to thank you guys again for joining. This is a new show. It's the 4th episode. I know it looks like a viewership is declining. That's fine, but let me know that you're there. Give me a thumbs up. If you made it this far into the episode, this is the end of the episode, by the way. Don't worry. Let you go back. You can relax. You're almost out of here. I'm almost out of here. I'm going to drink my cold coffee in just a second. But give me a thumbs up or a comment. Let me know you're there. Let me know you're listening. And I'll see you guys next week with the 10 newest listings next week. If you know somebody who owns one of these houses too, make sure you tag them. I'm really curious their opinion of my opinion. All right, guys. Thank you. And I'll see you next time. Adios.